How's it going, everyone? Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a legitimate question I have to ask about this right here. Where was this type of outrage when Cuties was allowed on Netflix? For those of you guys that don't know about the existence of Cuties, well, consider yourself lucky, because that right there was the epitome of child exploitation, and it was beyond disgusting. There was hardly anything when it came to Cuties. But this right here is enough for Netflix employees to stage a walkout. Let's go a little bit more into this. Netflix employees to stage a walkout in the wake of CEO's response to controversial Dave Chappelle special. The Trans Employee Resource Group at Netflix is planning a company-wide walkout on October 20th, in protest of remarks made by joint CEO Ted Sarandos regarding Dave Chappelle's recently released comedy special, The Closer. LGBTQ activists say Chappelle made a number of anti-trans comments in that special. Wednesday's walkout comes after the streaming service reinstated 3 employees who were suspended for attending a director-level meeting they had not been invited to in order to discuss the special. Another employee was fired for leaking information about the cost of the special. So for those guys that don't know, Dave Chappelle is a comedian. What do comedians do? They crack jokes. They're satire, you know? Things that are meant to be taken in a joking manner. Now, I also understand that comedy is an acquired taste. It is not for everyone, and there are certain things at certain times and places that you might not want to joke about. I will keep that 100%. There's a time and place for everything, but there are certainly some things that shouldn't exactly be joked about, especially if it happens to relate to a sensitive issue. And I am all for standing against legitimate bigotry, and I am someone that is an ally of the LGBTQ. However, I will say this, this is where my problem with this starts to take shape. Where the hell was this type of outrage when Cuties was a thing? You remember that fucking mess last year? Where was the outrage when it came to that? Where was these walkouts when it came to the Netflix employees? Where was all of that? I beg to ask, where was all of that outrage? It wasn't anywhere to be found. And that right there takes on a completely different animal. Comedy is one thing. Bad jokes is one thing. But you want to know something that is entirely, objectively up and down the boards worse? Child exploitation. I think there are some of these people that really need to get their priorities straight and not have double standards and only have outrage when it conveniences them the most. I think, honestly, when there is objective wrong in any way, shape, and form, that right there is where people should stand up and stand against said wrongdoings instead of being selective about it. But hey, that's just my own takeaway. That's just my own opinion. What do you guys think about what it is we talked about here in this video? I'd love to hear you guys out, whether you agree with me or not. As long as you keep it respectful and keep it 100 in the comments down below, I'd love to strike up a discussion with you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well. Have a damn good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.